Yes, good afternoon, everyone. So, dear all, welcome to the orientation session on Institution Innovation Council of ATME-CE. Firstly, I would like to welcome Dr. Baswaraj L, Principal, ATME-CE, for this orientation session. I welcome you, sir. A warm welcome. A warm welcome to Dr. M.S. Govindegowda, sir, Professor and Dean Academics, ATME-CE. I welcome you, sir. I have extended a warm welcome to Dr. Rathnakar G, Professor and Dean Student Affairs. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Rohit.
Also, I would like to welcome Dr. Bhagyashree, ma'am, Professor and Dean R&D. Professor and Dean R&D, I welcome you, ma'am. Finally, a warm welcome to all department heads, faculties, and students of this for this orientation session. I welcome you all. So now, I will hand over the session to Dr. Rathnakar, sir. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rohit. Thanks for that. On my own behalf, I would like to welcome all of you for this orientation session. So, Institution Innovation Council has been formulated almost 8 months back. Because of this pandemic which was going through, we could not able to sensitize this among all the faculties and also to the students. Now the time has come wherein we need to take it very seriously, because various rankings like NIRF or AR, II or whatever the other initiatives which have been taken up by MHRD, especially AICTE, what are the initiatives that has been taken by AICTE, all that is being associated with these activities which we are going to conduct through Institution Innovation Council. So because of that, we need to consider this very seriously, and as per that mandate, we are conducting this orientation session, which says that every faculty in the institution needs to know about this Institution Innovation Council, which gives a lot of emphasis on innovation and entrepreneurship. So this is going to be the new buzzword for the next generation, or for this generation students, wherein they need to get involved with innovation and entrepreneurship. As we all know that without innovation or without taking up entrepreneurship, maybe the engineering students may not be successful. So the government of India, Ministry of Education, is focusing a lot of emphasis on innovation and entrepreneurship. With this, this Institution Innovation Council will have to play a very key role to educate the students, the faculty community, to have the awareness to take up the innovative initiations at institution level, and later on which can contribute at the nation level. Okay, so with this initiative, we have taken up this orientation session today. So I hope you all will get the glimpse of what is that we are going to do through this Institution Innovation Council. So moving on. So what is Institution Innovation Council? Before I talk about what are the various activities which we are going to take up through this Institution Innovation Council, let us try to understand what is this Institution Innovation Council. So in fact, it is a council which has been established only at higher educational institutions, and that too in selected institutions. Every institution is not being given an opportunity to start with this innovation council. So when we look at this innovation council, Institution Innovation Council, so which we call it as IIC, which is abbreviated as IIC, it is an initiative of MHRD for selected higher educational institution. So how do we get selected? We get selected only when we participate in various initiatives that has been taken up by MHRD, AICTE. Only when we do that, only when we show our involvement in the activities that has been organized by MHRD and AICTE, then only we get qualified to participate in this Institution Innovation Council, which we have already done. Okay, so through that we have qualified ourselves, and this Institution Innovation Council is established only at selected higher education institution, and ATMECE is one among that. So a network of these Institution Innovation Councils will be established to promote innovation in the institution. So we need to underline this. So this is a council which has been established to promote innovation at our institution, at the institution level, through multitudinous modes leading to an innovation promotion ecosystem in the campus. So with that objective, the MHRD AICTE has constituted this Institution Innovation Council, which has been established at ATMECE also. National Innovation Council is the think tank council of India to discuss, analyze and help implement strategies for innovation in India and suggest a roadmap for innovation. So basically this Innovation Council or Institute Innovation Council will be dealing with various problems which are associated or which are related to our local society, and we try to give solution to those problems which are associated around us. So this Innovation Council is going to act as a think tank, or it is going to act as a body or a council which gives suggestions to the government of India, which may take up the suggestions and implement those suggestions to resolve the problems that are arising in the society. For that purpose, an Institution Innovation Council plays a very vital role in eradicating or solving the problems that are around us, that are there in the local society or which are there in the local community. For that purpose, Institution Innovation Council is very, very important. So how do we establish this Institution Innovation Council? Institution Innovation Council is being established through Innovation Cell. So a Innovation Cell is being planned by Ministry of Human Resources Development, Government of India, with the special mandate to promote activities involving education sector to foster the culture of appreciating, nurturing, supporting and handholding new ideas. So an innovation cell will work locally to promote education, to foster the culture of appreciating, nurturing, supporting and handholding new ideas. Any kind of new ideas are going to be supported through this innovation cell. For that purpose, the government of India, especially the higher education sector, is focusing on fostering the requirements of new ideas. For that purpose, Institution Innovation Council has been established. Before we further move on, we need to understand what innovation means. So innovation need not have to be totally a new product. Innovation need not have to be totally a new gadget, or innovation need not have to be a totally something which is going to be invented. So innovation can be something which can be done at a small levels, some modifications to the existing components, goods or commodities, or an idea which can be converted into a product, a consumer product, can also be called as an innovation. So innovation is commonly defined as carrying out of new combinations that include the introduction of new goods. So it's a very generic definition which we have taken up. So an innovation is something virginal and more effective, and as a consequence new. There should be something which is going to be new in that. It can be in education sector, it can be in our teaching learning process, or it can be in finding a solution to the societal problems. So it needs to be a new attempt. It needs to be a new dimension which we are going to add to an existing problem, where we find solution to through our methods that breaks into the market or society. Finally, innovation is that which can solve the problems that are associated in our society. So that we can consider as innovation. Best definition of innovation. There are plenty of definitions for innovation which you can take, which you can consider. So if you look at the recent patents which is being filed, okay, there are small things which have been considered as innovations. Okay, so innovation is a significant positive change. We need to underline this once again. So if you can bring any positive change, maybe to the existing gadget, or maybe to the existing product, or maybe to the existing procedures which we are following, okay, if you can bring a positive change, that can be called as innovation. It's a result. What is innovation? Innovation is a result. Result to what? Result to an existing problem. It's an outcome. Innovation can be an outcome. Okay, so innovation is something which is going to result in a positive outcome. So that we are going to call it as an innovation. So innovation is something you work towards achieving on a project. So you take up some project, and at the end of the project, you are going to attain at an outcome. At the end of the project, you are going to come out with a positive change, or at the end of the project, you are going to come out with a result. That is innovation. If you are successful at solving important problems, that is considered as innovation. So peers you respect will call you work innovative, and you an innovator. You will be called as an innovator if you find a solution to a problem which is around you. So that we call it as innovation. The importance of innovation. Why innovation? Why MHRD, AICTE is giving a lot of emphasis on innovation? Why we need to give importance to innovation? Definitely yes. So the engineers whom we are creating today, if they are not innovative enough, we cannot sustain the engineering programs. So innovation leads to lots and lots of new things, lots and lots of job opportunities, lots and lots of new business trends, new business models. Because of that, we need to give emphasis on innovation, or importance on innovation. Innovation is important to the advancement of society. Why innovation? If innovation is not there, the society may not advance at all. The society will remain where it is. So if you want to see that the revolutionary changes to take place, maybe the best example is the mobile industry. So every day we are seeing new features that is being added to mobile. So the electronics media is revolutionizing the way in which we communicate. So if the innovation is not there, definitely the society will not advance, and it is going to remain where it is. So for that purpose, it is very, very important that innovation needs to take place. If I say innovation, it need not have to be altogether a new product. Maybe if you add a new feature into the existing product, that can also be called as an innovation. That is what is happening in mobile industry. So when you look at the previous generation mobiles and the present generation mobiles, definitely new features have been added into that. So innovation is important to the advancement of society, as it solves these kinds of social problems and enhances society's capacity to act. So finally, innovation should lead to solving societal problems. That is what we are focusing. So it's responsible for resolving collective problems in a sustainable and efficient way, usually with new technology. We are going to make use of the technology that is available with us, and we will try to find the solution to the problems, maybe in a collective manner. So that is where the innovation is going to play an important role. So MHRD Innovation Cell, so which we abbreviate it as MIC. MIC refers to MHRD Innovation Cell, which has been constituted at the national level. So MHRD Innovation Cell, and then which is associated with the Institution Innovation Cell, which we are constituted at ATME College of Engineering, which we call it as IIC, Institution Innovation Cell. So they're going to work collaboratively to innovate or solve the societal problems which are going to be existing around us, and trying to give reasonable solutions or feasible solutions to the problems which are associated with us. So MIC, that is MHRD Innovation Cell, will focus on creating complete ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? Ecosystem is one wherein we come across with a problem, and if we can give a solution to that, and if this keeps on cycling again and again, that we call it as an ecosystem, which will foster the culture of innovation, which will give you an ample of ambience, ample of opportunities to foster the culture of innovation across all educational institutions, from idea generation to pre-incubation, incubation, and graduating from the incubator as successful startups. So if we can, with new ideas, what we want to do is we want to go with small startups or successful startups which will have sustainable models. We are not talking of startups which are not going to be sustainable. We are talking of startups which needs to be sustainable and which leads to a business model at a later stage. So once again, MHRD Innovation Cell will also work on designing a ranking system to identify institutions in the forefront of innovation. Already MHRD has taken all initiative and it is giving various ranking to different institutions based on whatever the involvement the institution is taking. So NIRF is one such initiative wherein AICTE is going to rank us or rank the institutions based on the performance which we are going to give. So MHRD Innovation Cell, am I connected? Am I connected? Am I connected? Can I continue?
Yes, sir, you are connected.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir,
Thank
you
you.
can continue.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So MHRD Innovation Cell. So I think I covered on this. Okay. Yeah. MHRD Innovation Cell or Institution Innovation Cell. So MHRD Innovation Cell will actively engage various central and state agencies to ensure that dedicated budget is allocated for innovation related activities. So what MHRD expects from the institution is that there needs to be a dedicated budget which is going to be allocated for this innovation cell, and lots of activities are going to be floated through this institution innovation cell or the institution innovation council. So why this dedicated budget? So until unless we have this dedicated budget, probably we cannot float various programs. So we need to call experts from industries. We need to call experts from various other sectors who are going to give us a lot of knowledge, who are going to give us lots of ideas to go ahead with what innovation is, what startup is, how we are going to start our business models and things like that. For that purpose, MHRD stipulates at having a dedicated budget that is going to be allocated at the institution level. So Ministry of Human Resource Development has established MRHD Innovation Cell with the mandate. It's a mandate actually. It's a mandate to work closely with higher education institutions. So ours is also an higher education institution. All engineering colleges falls under higher education institutions to encourage the creative energy of student population to work on new ideas and innovation and promote them to create startups and entrepreneurial ventures. So basically this innovation cell, the Institution Innovation Council or the Institution Innovation Cell is going to work in association with the students, in association with the faculties to end up in a startup and entrepreneurial ventures. There can be possibilities wherein faculties can become faculty entrepreneur, students can become student entrepreneurs, and that is going to be the buzzword of this current generation. And the objective of this cell, the Institution Innovation Council, is to provide you the required inputs like educating the students, educating the faculty about the innovation, the initiatives of innovations, giving you all the required support. Maybe it may be in terms of finance, maybe it may be in terms of giving you all the opportunities to explore your new ideas, new concepts, and turn that into formulate a startup and making you to become an entrepreneur. So there is a possibility that faculties can become faculty entrepreneurs, and there is a possibility that a student can become a student entrepreneur. And AICTE further stipulates that if a faculty becomes a faculty entrepreneur, his workload is going to be reduced to a greater extent, and he will be completely deployed or he will be completely made to work on entrepreneurial ventures. And if a student, if he wishes to become, if a student wishes to become a student entrepreneur, the student can also do that, and in between if he wants to take a break in his education also, AICTE stipulates that that should be encouraged and students should be given a lot of opportunity to become an entrepreneur and venture into a business venture. So with this IIC, Institution Innovation Council, gives a lot of opportunities for faculties as well as students to become entrepreneurs in total. So initiatives of MO is Innovation Cell. Okay, Ministry of Education. MOE refers to Ministry of Education. Initiatives of Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. What are the various initiatives which are there? So Institutions Innovation Council, so which we have formulated. So at ATME-CE we have Institution Innovation Council which has been formulated with various people designated with various responsibilities, which I am going to share at a later stage to you all. So Smart India Hackathon, programs like Smart India Hackathons are going to be conducted, wherein even our institution has also participated in some of these activities like this. So which gives you a glimpse of coming out with innovative ideas, innovative concepts, innovative products in the program. So international hackathons. So maybe through this innovation cell, you will get opportunity to attend to international hackathons, which is going to be conducted at international levels. So National Innovation Startup Policy, which guides you to take up the startup initiatives, or which gives you guidelines on how to go about the startup policy or startup. Then Yukti 2.0, again it's a student oriented program which has been floated across already. Drug Discovery Hackathon, these are all some of the examples which has been quoted, okay, which has been floated in front of us, right in front of us, which has been floated through Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell for students as well as faculties. These are all open for both students and faculties. Some of the programs have got over in the year 1920, and some of the new programs are going to be floated for 2021. So you can all gear up to take up activities like this in coming days. So major focus of Institution Innovation Council. So what are the various focus of this Institution Innovation Council which has been established at ATME College of Engineering? So to create a vibrant local innovation ecosystem. So what is this local innovation ecosystem? So we may come across some problems which are associated with the local community, wherein we can find some innovative solution to that local or social problems. So we want to create a vibrant local innovation ecosystem which addresses to the problems of local community, local society, local people, are problems that are associated in our own environment, the problems which are associated at ATME College of Engineering. If you can find solutions to that, for that purpose we have created this Institution Innovation Council. Startup supporting mechanisms in higher education institutions. So it is a mechanism, Institution Innovation Council is a mechanism which has been created, which has been started supporting a mechanism to start a startup. Okay, so Institution Innovation Council has been constituted to support the startup supporting mechanisms in higher education systems. Precisely, it is a startup supporting mechanism which has been established to support the initiatives of ATME College of Engineering. Maybe faculties may come up with innovative ideas. Okay, then this Institution Innovation Council will provide you all the inputs, all the guidelines to have a startup under your supervision or under your leadership. For that purpose, Institution Innovation Council has been constituted. So prepare institute for Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements framework. Maybe you might have seen AIIA. So Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements is a new buzzword which has been floated by AICTE, which is going to play a very vital role, and AICTE insists every institution to be very active through this portal ARIIA. Okay, so it says that we need to be very active through this Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievements. Okay, so we need to work towards that. So through this IIC, Institution Innovation Council, it prepares the institution to take up Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. So again, Institution Innovation Council establish function ecosystem for scouting ideas and pre-incubation of ideas. So Institution Innovation Council helps you to come out with ideas, helps you to come out with pre-incubation ideas to have a startup in the institution also. So what is the startup? Maybe when we start a startup is nothing but an industry which you are going to set up, establish in our own premises, wherein lot of financial aids or lot of support is going to be given to the faculties or to the students through this IIC, Institution Innovation Council, and it supports you in all your activities to sustain you to become a business model. So till you become a business model, you will not be charged anything, or you will not be allowed to take up a failure. So only thing is that you need to do is your ideas needs to be promoted in such a way that they become products, or they address, your ideas should be in such a way that they address the societal problems or solve the societal problems. So Institution Innovation Council develop better cognitive ability for technology students. It provides a better ability for technological students, which supports the students come out with flying colors. For that purpose, we have got this Institution Innovation Council. Functions of IIS is very important. What is that we are going to do with this Institution Innovation Council? What is our objectives? Okay, so basically Institution Innovation Council is going to conduct various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities prescribed by central MIC in time-bound fashion. In a time-bound fashion, we are going to float various entrepreneur and innovation related activities which will educate the local individuals to dare to come forward to and float their ideas to become or to start a startups. For that purpose, what we are going to do is initially we are going to conduct various programs related to innovation and entrepreneurship. So identify and reward innovations and share success stories. Through this Institution Innovation Council, we are going to identify and reward innovations. If somebody has got an idea, and if it is an innovative idea, it is going to be identified and it is going to be rewarded. And we are going to share success stories. So there are a lot of entrepreneurs who have faced a lot of hurdles in their life. They have started their startups, they have failed, they have seen success. What do is we call a lot of outside entrepreneurs who are going to visit our campus, maybe through online mode or through offline mode, and they're going to share their experience, which educates us to dare to take up this innovative ideas or to take up this startup ideas. Okay, so that is our objective, wherein the people who have already experienced, okay, who have failed in their endeavors, or who have seen success in their endeavors, are going to be called, and they are going to share their success stories. Most of them, whoever we are going to invite, they will be successful entrepreneurs who are going to share their success stories, which may motivate us and encourage us also to become an entrepreneur. So organize periodic workshops, seminars, interactions with entrepreneurs, investors, professionals, and create a mentor pool for student innovators. So again, the function of IIC, Institution Innovation Council, is to organize periodic workshops. Workshops will give you hands-on sessions on your ideas. So on converting your idea into a product, or converting your idea into a solution, or whatever it is going to give you hands-on experience. So we are going to organize lots of seminars, inviting external experts, interactions with entrepreneurs. So a lot of interactions is going to be arranged with successful entrepreneurs, investors. It's very, very important. So if you have a very good idea, you need not have to invest from your pocket. You are going to have investors who are going to invest on your ideas, wherein they make you become a successful entrepreneur. Investors are actually successful entrepreneurs. They can realize whether your idea can be realized into a good product or not, whether your idea can be realized into a business model or not. They are going to give you the mentorship. Okay, so maybe the external experts, the successful entrepreneurs, the investors are going to play the role of mentors who are going to guide you through your journey to become an entrepreneur. Then we are going to invite professionals and create a mentor pool for student innovators as well as for faculty innovators. Faculties can also become innovators. Faculty can also have startup in the premises itself at ATME College of Engineering itself. So there is ample of opportunity which lies with faculties also. So institution establishes network with peers and national entrepreneurs development organizations. So Institution Innovation Council at ATME College of Engineering will work and establish network with peers who are doing a lot of innovations at national level also. So entrepreneurship development, and we are going to get associated with various national entrepreneurship development organizations to give lot of information, to share lot of information which is there with them, and it is going to be dissipated to every individual. And our objective is to see that every faculty, every student who are at ATME College of Engineering should come out with some good ideas and they should do some startups. That is our objective. So creating an institution's innovation portal to highlight innovative projects carried out by institutions, faculty and students. So automatically we are going to create a new tab maybe in our website, which is going to give you a lot of information about what is happening through IIC, Institution Innovation Council of ATME College of Engineering. So we are going to create an institution's innovation portal. Maybe in our website we are going to create that. And we highlight the innovative projects carried out by institutions, faculty as well as by students, because that will promote many others to do remaining things. Am I audible? Is my network fine? Any confirmation? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible. You are audible. You are audible, sir.
But I'm getting some message stating that there is network problem from my side.
Sir, audible, sir. It is audible.
Continue.
It's audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Continue.
So did I cover on this? Give me 2 minutes time for me. Okay, I've touched upon this slide. Yes, I think I have covered this slide. Can somebody help me out? Yeah, this I have covered. Yes, major focus on IIC. I have covered this also. Organize hackathons. Yeah, I think I was in this slide. So create an institution's innovation portal. So we are going to float all the innovation activities happening through whatever the innovation activities that is happening. It is going to be shared to all. So organize hackathons at Institution Innovation Council. We definitely organize hackathons, idea competition, mini challenges, etc. With the involvement of industries. We are going to pull in a lot of industries which are around us, and we see that they also contribute for the success of you all. So benefits for students. Why we want students? Because students are young, their thinking is going to be totally different. They can contribute, they will have lots of innovative ideas, and it is the students who are going to contribute a lot when it comes to innovation. Okay, and most of the time it is the customers who give innovative thoughts, because now customer will be wanting some additional features in a product that is existing, or it is the customer who expresses the difficulty that is associated with the product. So like that, so it is the students who can come out with a lot of spilling ideas. So we want the students to participate in full-fledged participation, wherein they can contribute a lot to this Institution Innovation Council. So what is the first benefit a student can get? Receive mentorship and guidance through Institution Innovation Council. If a student wishes to work under this, the next moment he is going to have a mentor who is going to give him the guidance on how to go about to start a startup, or how to go with the initial process of this innovation. Okay, receive training and exposure. The student who get to work along with that is going to be provided with the required training, and is going to be given exposure on what is innovation, how to have a startup, how to convert that into a business model, etc., etc. For all that is going to have a training. Receive funding and incubation linkage. So a student can receive funding So investors are going to be associated with this program. So they are going to freeze, finalize, and they are going to say whether this product can be funded or not. And they are going to fund for your idea, okay, which can give solution to the problems and incubation linkage. So various other incubation linkages are going to be provided. Maybe we are going to have an incubation center at ATME College itself, where it gives you the premises to establish your office and operate from ATME College of Engineering itself. Receive Innovation Ambassador badge. A student who is going to get associated with Institution Innovation Council will receive Innovation Ambassador badge, which is a pride thing for him to have that. So e-participation certificates to shortlist idea and POC teams and all members of shortlisted. So for every program which is going to be touted out, so the student will get e-participation certificate, which you can always showcase when you go for his interview or whatever it is. So prototype or innovation team from IIC-ATMECE and AICTE. So you can always create a prototype and showcase it at various forums. So if you get acknowledged, this prototype can be converted into a working model, and you can convert that into a business proposal. So this IIC, Institution Innovation Council, gives you a platform to portray your prototype, which gets acknowledged at various forums. So recognitions at regional and national level. Definitely Institution Innovation Council gives you lots of platform wherein you can get recognized at regional and national level. So receive reward points which can be redeemed at IIC institution or IIC-ATMECE and claim gifts. So you can always get points. The institution will also get points when we start working for IIC, wherein it is going to have more rewards in NIRF, maybe ARIIA, okay, Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. Even in that we can get good rankings, which is a mandate through AICTE. The finalists of IIC National Innovation Concert will be eligible for participation in upcoming events. So it is a national event which is going to happen, and you are going to come to limelight, wherein there are going to be a lot of investors who are going to be associated in such programs. These investors may invest on your idea and they may convert that into business proportions. So maybe your idea can also be sold there. Maybe you can earn money also. Such possibilities are going to be there with students as well as with faculties. So IIC Early Stage Startup Contest 2020, which will be open during the month. Okay, so probably these kinds of events are going to be there, wherein the faculties and students can contest. So actually this program has been postponed. It is going to take up in near future. So IIC Institution Council. So we were talking about what are the various things that are associated with the Institution Innovation Council. So as I told you all, this Institution Innovation Council was formulated maybe in the month of February 2020. Because of the pandemic, we could not able to organize various programs. So we kept on postponing. Now we have taken it up very seriously. We are coming out with lots and lots of programs. We have already spoken to a lot of external people, external experts who will be contributing for the betterment of this Institution Innovation Council. We want you all to be part of this Institution Innovation Council, but yes, as a mandate, the MHRD asked for a council setup, structure of council setup, which I am going to showcase that to you all. So head of the institution, Dr. L. Basaraj, is going to be there as part of the council, Institution Innovation Council. So and myself, Dr. Rathnakar, I am representing the Institution Innovation Council as president of this Institution Innovation Council. And we have Mr. Yashwant N, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, as the convener, and he is going to coordinate along with ECEL coordination. Okay. So he is going to act as the convener. He is the one who is going to facilitate, organize various programs. He is the one who is going to establish connectivity between us and the external agencies, and he is going to create a platform for all of us wherein we can get associated with Institution Innovation Council. Then we have other structures. Okay, in the Institution Innovation Council, we have other members also. So maybe when you want to start up or do some startup activities, we have a coordinator for that. So that is Dr. Mohan Kumar KC. So Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, who is going to take care of this startup activities in the institution. Then we have Mr. Swarnakiran S, Innovation Coordinator, who is going to take up the activities related to innovations. Okay, so again he is Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Then we have IPR Activity Coordinator, Mr. Niranjan Kumar VS, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. So, and we have NIRF Coordinator, Dr. Akshay BJ, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. Then we have Mr. Rohit S, AIIRA Coordinator. Okay, again, he's going to take care of this AIIRA activities. Then we have Mr. Devraj MR, Internship Coordinator. This structure is a very tentative structure wherein we can add any number of people maybe in coming year. Every year this council can be reframed. We can add some more people into this council. We look forward to add many more people from the various departments now onwards. Okay. Then external members, when we look at the Institutional Innovation Council external members, we have Sri L. Harun Kumar, Chairman of ATME College of Engineering, Mysuru, as investor. Who investors are going to invest money on your concepts. If you come out with a concept, an idea, if it is a physically realizable concept, definitely investors are going to put money on that, so that you can have a startup without investing anything from your end. So it's a wonderful opportunity for all the faculties as well as for the students. Then we have expert from nearby industry, Dr. N. Ramesham. Okay, he is from GTTC. Right now he is working as General Manager of GTTC. Recently he got transferred to Bangalore. Then we have startup entrepreneur, Mr. Anil Kumar Nadger. He is a proprietor of Rachana Enterprises. Okay, he is running various business firms. So he is also associated with this. Again, this whatever you are seeing is a tentative structure which we are putting right in front of you. We are going to add many more people into this council. So themes of Institution Innovation Council, what are the various themes which is going to be associated with this? The first theme is design thinking and innovations. So this is going to be the elementary level wherein we are going to give or organize various programs to have design thinking and innovations. Then IPR and technology transfer, we are going to deal with various IPR related issues and technology transfer issues, are sensitizing on this. Pre-incubations and incubation management. So we are going to give you knowledge about how pre-incubations work and incubation management. How do you manage your incubation center? Incubation is nothing but a small industrial setup which is going to be established at ATME College of Engineering premises, where you start operating your incubation or a small startup at our premises. That we call it as an incubation center. So entrepreneurship development programs. So we are going to conduct various entrepreneurship development programs to sensitize you to become entrepreneurs. So there is every possibility that a faculty, if he has got an idea, so a faculty can pitch in that idea and definitely can become an entrepreneur, a faculty entrepreneur. So rating and scoring system in Institution Innovation Council, how we are going to be rated. So we are going to have lots of activities which are going to be planned. Okay, so and how we are going to be rated at the institution level. So everybody needs to know on this. Okay, MIC driven activities. Okay, MHRD institution council driven activities will have 20% of weightage. Self-driven activities. Self-driven means I am going to devise some of the activities to ATME College of Engineering itself. That we call it as self-driven activities. Maybe it may be on innovation, maybe it may be on entrepreneurship, or maybe it may be on IPR, etc., etc. Okay, so self-driven activities will have 30% of weightage, and then we are going to have IIC annual calendar activities, Institution Innovation Council annual calendar, which is going to be provided to us by AICT itself. Okay, if we just execute those programs, we are going to get 50% of the marks that has been stipulated. This is going to be the division of marks. So our objective is to score very good marks in this and get a good rating for the institution, because this council is being established at the institution level. So National Innovation Contest 2020, there is a portal which is going to be open for you all, okay? And in this, why we have taken up, there are going to be lots of activities like this which are going to be posted through this Institution Innovation Council, and all the faculties of our institution can take part in this. Already one of our student batch, Mr. Hemant BS and group, we have taken initiative and they have submitted a proposal on artificial intelligence based smart irrigation system to this National Innovation Contest 2020, which has been hosted through Institution Innovation Council, MHRD, okay? And the mentor for this is, I am very proud to mention him, okay? Mentor for this program is Mr. Sri Shayana, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, Department, ATME College of Engineering, Mysuru, which has been recognized, accepted by this council, and they are at the second phase, okay? Second phase of this activity. So I take the forum to congratulate them on their endeavor. So now I am going to spell out on what are the activities which we are going to take up as Q1 activities planned through Institution Innovation Council. So we have planned some 7 programs, okay, to complete the activities. So as a first activity, Institution Innovation Council formation at institution level, okay? So council meeting which we have already conducted on 4th of this month, wherein students were part of this, okay? And this is the second program which we are conducting, which we call it as the orientation program for faculties and students, okay? So which you can see here, orientation session on national, okay, that is on national education policy, okay? Orientation program for faculties and students which we have taken up. This is the second program which we are conducting through this Institution Innovation Council. Then we are going to have various other programs like workshop on entrepreneurship and innovation as career opportunities for students, wherein faculties can also attend this because it gives you a lot of scope and room for faculties to become faculty entrepreneurs. Then my story, so we are going to call external successful entrepreneur. So they are going to share their motivational sessions, okay? They are going to share their success stories. Then again, another my story motivation session by successful entrepreneur or startup founder. Then session on problem solving and ideathon workshop, okay, again which is going to be related to innovation. So panel discussion on Atmanirbhar Bharat, vocal for local, make in India for the world. So that is going to be the 6th program which we are planning to conduct. Then orientation sessions on national education policy which has been floated by AICTE or MHRD, with a focus on innovation and entrepreneurship. So what is this national education policy and how it is going to focus on innovation and entrepreneurship is going to be addressed in this session. With this, thank you all for your patience listening. If you have any queries, you can raise that. The forum is open for any question answer sessions. If you have any queries, you can definitely ask me, you can question me. I am here to address your queries. Institution Innovation Council has been established at ATME, which gives you a lot of platform for students as well as for the faculties to become entrepreneurs. Any queries? Sir, if you have queries, you can raise. You can raise your queries, please. Am I audible?
So any queries? Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. You are audible, completely audible.
Yeah, thank you, Yashwant. Any queries? We'll give time for them to ask any questions.
Yes, definitely, sir. So any questions regarding the formation of IIC, the way it going to function in our college, what are the faculty benefits that we are going to get, what are the student benefits that students are going to get, what are the activities we are going to plan in future, what is the external support that we are going to get through the IIC for students and faculty, entrepreneurship aspirants. So a lot of questions can be asked regarding all these things. So anyone who has any queries regarding this, they, either from the faculty community or even from the students, they can ask now. The forum is completely open for the queries.
In fact, through this Institution Innovation Council, we expect faculties to become faculty entrepreneurs and students to become student entrepreneurs. Okay. So the required support, whatever the required required knowledge on how to have a startup, what is incubation or whatever it is, all that is going to be provided from the scratch to both the faculties as well as to the students. Only thing is you need to give some committed time. Whenever we are organizing programs, you need to attend that, get educated. Automatically that gives a lot of scope and a lot of room for each one of you to become entrepreneurs, both faculties as well as students. Yes, any queries?
No questions, sir. But if question comes, I would like to call our HOD. That goes, sir.
Yes, I could not able to get you.
No, sir, no such questions. But in case if I get some questions, I'll call you, sir.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can call. You can personally be in touch with either me or Yashwant, and if you get any queries, you can definitely call us. From faculty sides, any questions, anything which is not clear to you all related to Institution Innovation Council? No queries? If there are no queries, we'll wind up the session. Over to Yashwant.
I think Sri Shaina sir has a query.
Yes, Sri Shaina, please.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you for the valuable insight that you have given. Sir, my question is with respect to the faculty entrepreneurship that has been highlighted over here.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, if we are going to come up with an idea from our end or some plan of action that we are, let's say, a likely startup.
Yeah.
So the investors who are actually being proposed here, are they going to look up into the idea and going to fund, or there will be an external agency who is going to something like an angel investor who is going to fund our idea?
Yeah.
If it is approved.
Yeah. So a committee is going to be constituted which comprises of internal members as well as external members. Okay, and this committee validates whether your idea is feasible, right? Once the committee gives a nodding, yes, this is a feasible idea which can be realized and it can be funded, it will be taken up and the funding is going to be done based on that. And the investors, yes, angel investors are going to be there. Investors means it is the angel investors who are going to fund your project. You are right on that part.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And these angel investors will have a lot of idea. They themselves are going to be entrepreneurs. They themselves can realize your idea, whether it is a viable idea which can be converted into a business model or not. They will have lots of idea on that. They take a call on that, in fact. Yeah, any other queries? Right, over to Yashwant. So I request all the faculties to continuously take part in various initiatives that has been taken up from Institution Innovation Council, IICs. It will give you and it will open up another window for all of you, wherein you can become, being in the college itself, working with ATME College of Engineering itself, you can also become an entrepreneur. So that is another window which is opening up in your life. You can always explore this, and without having any investment, you need not have to think of having a space, you need not have to think of anything. All the support is going to be extended to you from ATME College of Engineering. That is the initiative, that is what is being looked upon. If there is no questions, over to Yashwant or over to, maybe we'll have formal
Thank you.
Closing up ceremony.
Thank you very much, sir, for communicating details of IIC, its objectives, functions of IIC, advantages of IIC in higher education institution for both faculty and students in details. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon Mr. Rathnakar S, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to render the vote of thanks for the today's event.
Thank you, Rohit. I, Swarnakiran, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, would like to take this opportunity to render vote of thanks on behalf of Institution Innovation Council team First, I would like to thank our Honorable Chairman in his absence and management for providing an opportunity for organizing this event. I extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. L. Basuvraj, Principal, ATME College of Engineering, for his continuous support for conduction of the event. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank today's key speaker, Dr. Rathnakar G, Dean, Student Affairs, and President, IIC, for disseminating the information and importance on Institute Innovation Council for Higher Education Institute to all faculties and students of our institution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sonakan. Thank you.
I extend my gratitude to Dr. M.S. Govindegowda, Dean, Student Affairs, ATME College of Engineering, for supporting in organizing this event. Thank you, sir. Further, I would like to thank to Dr. Bhagyashree S.R., Dean, Research and Development, ATME College of Engineering, for extending their support. Thank you, madam. I extend my sincere gratitude to all the heads of the department, ATME College of Engineering, for extending support in organizing this event. Thank you all. I extend a heartfelt thanks to all the faculties and students who supported by joining the event and making event a grand success. Thank you one and all. Finally, I would like to thank all the faculty coordinators for organizing and conducting this event successfully. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the session.